Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnu Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vasishtaya Namo Namah. Salutations to Vyasa Bhagavan, Vidura Bhagavan, all the rishis and munis and our gurus. See, the happiness is experienced, happiness is given. Experienced happiness is at the faculty level. Given happiness is from the higher worlds. The happiness given from the higher world, happiness experienced at the faculty level, both depend upon a systematic way of living. That systematic way of living is called as maturity. The Shastras talk about that, like my Deha. Deha is a source of happiness. How to get Ananda from the Deha is a maturity. And in that maturity of getting Ananda from Deha, the Murkhata is what? Today let the body be Ananda with all the laziness and indulgence. As I become old, let the body suffer. This is called Murkhata. Ananda with the Deha means body is healthy, long living with energy for all the time. And to do that, what to do then? The regulation of the food, the exercises. Then the body with health will give so much joy, no? Otherwise, is there more misery, anything for you and I who are identified body than having diseases? Is it not? Everything is a source of ananda. What we are doing is for immediate temporary ananda, we are involving such things that after the temporary ananda, they are becoming the source of misery. Like very spicy thing eaten, source of ananda to the tongue for some time. But it goes into the stomach and पेट में जो जलन होता है 2-4 घंटे के लिए, that is wrong, no? What is the meaning of ananda? Eat that much spice by which the tongue is satisfied, the stomach is not troubled. That maturity. This is called as the understanding. It's also part of adhyatmikata, though we are not talking about the truth, but we are talking about our own faculties. तो हमको अपने मन से, बुद्धि से, इंद्रियों से, देह से भी हमें निरंतर सुख शांति पाना है. This maturity is what given to us by the Shastras, Vidura, Neethi, ityadi. And the source of happiness from higher world is the Devatas, etc., when we do the upasanas. उपासनाओं के द्वारा देवताओं के अनुग्रह से सुखी होना और प्रॉपर डिसिप्लिन मेच्योर्ड इंटेलेक्चुअल लाइफ से अपने जो फैकल्टीज है उनमें से सुख चैन से रहना. ऑन द होल, learn to be consistently in a peaceful, happy, satisfied, contentful, fulfilling life. For that only all these do's and don'ts are told. And we, isolated at one particular identification level, are not able to visualize the life in its totality. That is the problem. Like if I see the life in totality, I'll not eat so much at my youth age or middle age that I suffer in the old age. It's not. I'll not spend all the money in such a way that I am left with no money in my old age. ऐसा नहीं होता ना. जो जिंदगी को पूरा देखेगा सब तरह से, उसका दृष्टि अलग होता है. Long life, total lifespan we have to see it, and also all the faculty level we have to see, and we have to see from the totality, people around us, that standpoint, then we have to work out. मतलब क्या हुआ? लॉन्ग लाइफ जीना है एक बात, एट और अन्न प्राण मनोमय लेवल सब जगह पे खुश होना है सेकंड पॉइंट, अराउंड द वर्ल्ड विद द वेदर्स, विद द पीपल अराउंड एटसेट्रा, उनसे भी हमें खुश होना है. Means wherever we are living life, however long we are living life, the life has to be less miserable, more happy. That is the purpose of all Shastras. That is why all the Sadachara they give. You know, the Sadachara of getting up early morning at Brahma Muhurta and meditation, then all the Upasanas told that Surya Namaskara is done, Yajna Yaga is done. Then throughout the day, our own Vritti works we do in the world according to our Varnas. इवनिंग डू द उपासना टू भगवान। इसमें क्या है? देखो, मैं लॉन्ग लाइफ में खुश हूँ, इवन आफ्टर डेथ आल्सो आई विल गो टू सेकंड हायर वर्ल्ड। देन इन द लाइफ, लॉन्ग लाइफ, आई एम खुश एट द अन्नमय बॉडी लेवल, psychological level, energy level, and I am खुश with my family members, with the society, with the devatas, with the prakriti। जहाँ जहाँ हम हैं वहाँ वहाँ में खुश होना है हमेशा। अब क्या है, हम जहाँ जहाँ वहाँ में दुखी है हमेशा, बिकॉज एवरीवेयर माल प्रैक्टिसेस, बिकॉज ऑफ माल एडजस्टमेंट, बिकॉज ऑफ माल अंडरस्टैंडिंग। Shastras give us the higher understanding for higher practice to be all the time happy. इनको कहते हैं वैल्यूज। वैल्यूज add happiness to our life wherever we are. That is why we have to learn them. Like Dhritarashtra, he is happy with his children but miserable with his the Pandu Putras. Even with children, he is not happy because they can't get the kingdom, and they don't get because they are bad, and he can't make them good. How many frustrations उस बेचारे अंधे को? Great है वो, but still, and he doesn't want to practice the values. So Vidur ji बिठाकर सुना रहे हैं सब, but still he says, I'll become miserable rather than. The blindness of Dhritarashtra in our life is we want to continue to be miserable, but don't want to rise above those causes which are causing misery. That murkhata is called Dhritarashtra. You know, this very funny thing it is. Anyway, big subject it is. Today one shloka we see. Yesterday we saw all those 17 people who suffer and all those people whose life is like committing the Brahmahatya, therefore they suffer. In this today's shloka, some values are given about some people, those who reach to Swarga. Swarga means being happy. Okay. What is that? Gruhita vakyo nayamit vadanyah sheshanna bhokta hi avihimsakascha nanartha krutya kulitah krutagnyah satyo mrudu swargamupaiti vidwan. What a beautiful thing. Who is the one who reaches to the Swarga? First one is Gruhita Vakya. Gruhita Vakya means who has understood and practiced the Vakya of Jnanam taught by the Shruti as well as elders and the Gurus. गृहीत वाक्य श्रुति के, गुरु के, माता पिताओं के वचन को पालन करने वाला. He will be in Swarga. He will be very happy. Because they are the ones who talk or guide us only for our welfare. But many of us carried away by our own likes or emotions or attachments. We don't take the Vakya of the Shruti and Guru and well-wishers, but we take the Vakya of those who destroy us. To Gruhita Vakya. Neither our own arrogance nor misguidance by the others can help us. What help us is the Vakya taught to us by the teachers, Gurus. Clear? And Shastra. Second is Nayavitu. The Nayavit means what? The one who knows the Neethi. है ना, हमको नीति होना चाहिए, व्यावहारिक नीति, है ना. द morals and ethics are in fact the beauty of inner life. आउटसाइड में ऑल प्रॉपर्टी, बट अंदर अगर नीति नहीं है तो हम खुद को ही दुखी पाएंगे एक दिन. When we grow above 60, नींद आता नहीं. Then with the mind, what is done? We can never remember God because it was never practiced from childhood. All the aniti which was done in the past, it will come either as memory and make us frustrated. We may not remember that, but still its result will be there in the form of dukkha, frustration, etc. बुढ़े लोग क्यों दुखी होते हैं? अनीति का जीवन जिया है, उसका पर्यवसान है. कौन सा अनीति? कभी याद होगा, कभी नहीं याद होगा, लेकिन या उसका असर होगा. If a person throughout life lived nobly, Neethiman, throughout the old age, he will be happy. He will not have those inner frustrations, all the frowning faces all the time. क्या बढ़िया इंपॉर्टेंट बात है, देखो. Second is Nayavit, the one who knows the Neethi, the ethics, everywhere the ethics. Nowadays, ethics in business they say, but the entire business they do unethically because the base they miss. Wherever the base is my selfishness, it is a wrong base. Then on the wrong basis of my selfishness, any number of ethics you build in that business, They are basically unethical only. बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है वो. आई एम जस्ट टचिंग इट ओनली. इट कैन बी डिस्कस्ड ऑन डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म. सो वन इज, फर्स्ट वन इज गृहीत वाक्य, सेकंड इज नयवित, वो नीति नियमों का जो पालन करता है. ब्यूटिफुल लाइफ इट इज. दैट इज कॉल्ड रियली मेकिंग द मैन इन अस. And the one who never studies all the Neethi Niyama, everywhere living lavishly, licentiously, like today's all the youth, most of them, not all I can't say, I have no right to say, most of them कोई नीति नहीं, ना बड़ों को नमस्कार किया, ना कोई बात बताते हैं घर में क्या हो रहा, ना कोई ठीक करते हैं अपने स्टडीज प्रोफेशंस. नीति का उल्लंघन बहुत हो रहा है आज की जिंदगी में. Clear? Nayavit. Third one, Vadanya. Vadanya means what? The one who is lavish in his charities. Data. He will reach to the Swarga. Each of them. I am not explaining the consequence of them in your own mind at the totality level. Therefore, we are blessed to go to the Swarga with all these higher happinesses. एक connection पूरा नहीं बता रहा हूँ, सिर्फ idea दे रहा हूँ. We can study this subject like we are studying Upanishad because topic is same. There what is said as the Vyartha Upasana, said by Vidura has these values. So second is Neethi Vetta, Nayamita. Third one is Vadanyaha, the Data. Fourth one is Shesha Anna Bhokta. The one every day has Atithis and giving the bhojana to Atithi, then only he takes food. That's called Shesha Anna Bhokta. अतिथियों को देने के बाद, गुरुओं को देने के बाद जो बचता है खाना वही खाने वाला. He goes to the Swarga. Then he avihimsakascha, who never thinks for the himsa and physically also never harms anyone. Such one is the one who goes to Swarga. Then na anartha krutya akulitaha, the one who is conscious and alert in advance, because of which he is not doing a wrong, after which he would be disturbed otherwise. बुरा करके बाद में दुखी नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि वो दुखी होने का कारण वाला अनर्थ को पहले ही समझकर जो अवॉइड करता है. न अनर्थ कृत्य आकुलिता. देन इज कृतज्ञः, द वन इज ग्रेटफुल. कृतज्ञता सो दिव्य लक्षण है. देन Satyaha, the one who speaks lives truth. Mruduhu, the one who is tender. So the one who has got these qualities, Swarga Upaiti, such Vidwan. He is called as Vidwan because he knows the art of living. He alone can go to the Swarga, who has got these qualities. Gruhitavakyaha, Nayavitu, Vadanyaha, Sheshanna Bhokta, Avihimsakaha, Nanartha Krutyakulitaha, Kritagnaha, Satyaha, Mruduhu. These are 9 divine qualities. All of them are discussed in different contexts, so therefore I am not exhaustively explaining them. Among these 9, एक दो भी हम कोशिश करें, प्रैक्टिस करें, उसका हमको फल मिलता है. Like 50 asanas, उसमें से 5 भी आसन करो, उसका फायदा होता है. Physically. In the same way, these are the beautiful values. Give us the anubhuti of Swarga while living. After leaving, they take us to. Among them, at least few of them. Whatever is possible for us. करते रहे तो बड़े, सारे करते गए तो nothing like that. That is the real life of evolution, where he is not worried much both either about the dravya or about the kriya. The one who is always aware about his own mana, buddhi, the values in the mana and the jnanam in the buddhi. The one who is only focusing on them, he is a person marked for higher evolutions. That is a great life. If in one life, worrying less about the dravya, less about the unnecessary emotional kriya, the one is catering to the mana with all values, buddhi with the jnanam, is a very evolving person. And that both, if they are spiritual, values spiritual and values of the jnanam of Paramatma, वो तो फिर सबसे बढ़िया वाला जिंदगी है. The great life, if I live at the intellectual for spiritual knowledge, at the mind level for the divine values. Like Adveshta, Sarabhutana, Maitraha, if I am always contemplating on those values and trying to imbibe them, I am not an ordinary worldly person anymore. बढ़िया रहता है. And the other people worried about money, worried about bhoga, enjoyment, worried of all the businesses so that lot of money is gained. पता नहीं करते क्या है इस सबको पाकर. All new imaginations, fancying only we live in today's world. ह्यूज बंगला, बढ़िया सा बेड, बट नींद तो आता ही नहीं. नींद लगता है तो किसको पता है कि तू पलंग में सोयो कि जमीन में सोयो. दैट इज वाई रिच सम स्लीप ऑन द वेरी यूफॉर्म बेड, व्हेन दे गेट अप दे सी ऑन द ग्राउंड themselves, and they don't understand that the sleep was not good on the cot, then only they fell down, and after falling down till they got up they had such a wonderful sleep. Hari Om, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. So tomorrow we will see some nice shlokas like this. Let the life be filled with values. So he's telling दूसरा से यार इन 9 गुणों में एक आध तो प्रैक्टिस कर, to that extent तुम्हारा दुख दूर हो जाएगा, तुम नींद लगेगा. You are a mobile, you are like a mobile psychological diseased person only. Become healthy little bit. Okay. Thank you. Today enough. See you at 11 o'clock for our next class.